Hello and welcome to the Sewing Whisperer and another episode in the Essential Seams playlist. In this quick beginner-friendly video, you'll learn how to sew opposing curves, a technique that looks simple at first glance but can be surprisingly tricky. If you're new here, don't forget to check out the other seam tutorials in the series. Each one builds your skills step by step, whether you're starting fresh or brushing up. Want to sew along with me? There's a free downloadable pattern linked in the description below. Hi and welcome. If you're just starting your sewing journey, you're in the right place. I've spent over 30 years in the fashion industry teaching people to sew, and every one of them has been able to sew with confidence. In this series, I'll walk you through the essential seams you need to know step by step. Let's get started. I'm demonstrating these seams on an industrial machine, but don't worry, everything I show can be sewn on any domestic sewing machine because it's the technique that matters most, not the machine. What are opposing curves? Let's start by looking at a quarter circle sample. When finished, it looks like two simple curved pieces sewn together. But when you flip the pattern pieces to sew them, suddenly they're going in opposite directions. That's what makes them opposing curves and why they need a bit of finesse. This is the concave curve and this is the convex curve. Let's take a look at the seam allowance edges of these two pieces. So what I'm going to do is sit them back on top of themselves. So what you can see here now is that their stitch line matches perfectly in length. But as soon as you add a centimetre or 3/8 of an inch seam allowance, the grey edge now becomes much longer than the pink edge. And if you add an even bigger seam allowance, like 1.5 centimetres or 5/8 of an inch, it's even more extreme again. So when you turn this over, flip the grey over to sit it on top of the pink or vice versa, you're going to find that those cut edges don't match in length, but the stitch line still matches. So you need to be very mindful of that when you're sewing these seams together. Where do you see these techniques? Opposing curves are found in many garment designs. A classic example is the princess line seam, which creates shape and fullness through the bust, like on this floral dress. You'll also find it in panel seams that create volume or shaping, like the balloon-shaped skirt on this dress. Let's sew three examples together. Method 1, shallow curve seam. This is the gentlest curve, so it's the easiest to manage. Step 1, cut your samples and snip the notches about 3 millimeters in. Place the pieces right sides together with the concave curve on top. Step 2, I prefer not to pin this, just guide the fabric gently. I've also marked the seam allowance at the start for easier alignment. Step 3, sew with a 1 centimetre or 3/8 of an inch seam allowance, adjusting the pieces as you go to keep the notches aligned. Step 4, press the seam towards the convex side. And that's a smooth professional shallow curve. Method 2, quarter circle curve seam. This one has a more extreme curve, but the method is the same. Step 1, cut the samples, snip the notches 3 millimeters in and place right sides together, again with the concave curve on top. Step 2, sew along the 1 centimetre or 3/8 of an inch seam allowance, guiding and adjusting the fabric to keep the notches aligned. Step 3, press the seam towards the convex curve. Another curve sewn with confidence. Method 3, princess line bust curve. This is a half-scale version of a full-scale princess seam. Step 1, cut the pieces, snip the notches and mark the bust point with a dot. Step 2, place right sides together with the concave side on top. Pin through the bust point dots. Step 3, sew with a 1 centimetre or 3/8 of an inch seam allowance, carefully aligning notches and easing the fabric as you go. Step 4, important. If you're going to neaten the seam, don't snip it. It will create bumps. You can trim it back to 5mm or 1/4 of an inch and then overlock it or zigzag it, or if you're lining it, you could use pinking shears to trim it back. Avoid trimming narrower, it's too hard to press. Step 5, press over a pressing ham to shape the curve. And here's the finished seam on a half-scale mannequin. That's it, 3 opposing curve variations mastered. Well done, you've just added opposing curve seams to your sewing toolkit, a technique that can elevate your garment construction. Up next, outward curves, when to use them and how to sew them neatly. If you found this helpful, give it a like, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. And let me know in the comments, have you spotted any opposing curves in your own wardrobe? If you're following along with the full Essential Seams playlist, I'll see you in the next one.